Just here, we're back to a new regular show video, and we're back with the next two episodes on my regular show review series on season 4. And yeah, these are really two good episodes we have here on this review. And yeah, we start with the first one, and apparently the government has given the park that Benson is saying of how the government the government doesn't care about anybody but themselves. Right? They don't love anybody but themselves. And, yeah, telling them that they're having to make a fitness test and to be able to keep their jobs. So, yeah, everybody's having to do a workout. And we just seeing them doing their workouts and fitness tests in order to be able to keep their jobs. And everybody is able to do really good. And now it is time for the pull-ups, which, yeah, Pops manages to do it, and Mordecai manages to do it. I'm assuming everybody else has managed to do it, except for Rigby, which he tries to do it, and he just cannot be able to do it. And, yeah, Muscle Man is laughing at him. And, yeah, Benson says he has some time left, a few days to do it. But he's going to have to do it, or he's fired. And yeah, then we see that he's got this, of what it looks like is a tape or something. And it even says, become, it's better than the real thing. Kind of thing. And no, it's a video game. I'm trying to get pumped. And of course, yeah, he manages to do it, and eating these chips. And of course, Mordecai is telling him that this is serious. Which, yeah, telling him that he's ready to do his pull-up again, and still not able to do it. And, yeah, they're all laughing. Which, again, he has until Friday. He has until Friday to do a pull-up, or he's fired. And then we see Eileen, which, apparently, we see that Muscle Man has been selling tickets to watch, Rigby fail, trying to do a push-up. And we see Eileen doing this cool trick when pouring Rigby some coffee. And yeah, we see them doing some training, which I love Eileen. She's definitely a good character with Rigby. And yeah, he's just not able to do the push-up. And then he has to imagine himself trying to get to a grilled cheese sandwich and having to do a pull-up to reach to it. And yeah, it looks like he is getting there. And then, yeah, seeing all this training that him doing, and is still struggling, which, yeah, he still just doesn't think he can do it, until he sees this commercial, which, yeah, making these vibrations, giving you these vibrations to help you get buff, as we could see. And yeah, of course he gets it, and it only says to do it up to 10 minutes, but he's like, I'm gonna go up to 11 minutes. And then, yeah, he puts them on, and then he falls asleep. Which, yeah, they're all waiting of what's keeping Rigby so long. And apparently we see all the people that bought tickets to watch Rigby fail. And Eileen's going to check on Rigby, and we see of how buff he is. But apparently he's too buff that he breaks the sofa. And he imagines himself at the bar and is pulling himself with his hands over to it, and now he's got the couple seconds to do it. And yeah, the stand ends up breaking, which when he gets up to the bar, he ends up falling into the ground. And then he's able to climb himself back up and manages to do the pull-up with 1 second remaining. And yeah, they congratulate him. He gets to keep his job. And Eileen thought that was so brave and so great of him. And even Eileen giving a hug, and yeah, even if it risk of breaking her bones, and seems like it was worth it. And then we get a really good special, which I wanted to do in this review as well, and it is the Christmas special. Yup, a Christmas special. And we see in this place which of course is the North Pole, and we see this guy coming out with a present and stealing Santa's sleigh. And yeah, it's this elf that Santa, he is shocked when he sees Santa. that comes, and they start fighting, and zaps his hand, and he has a pistol and shoots Santa, and yeah, he ends up falling. Which, yeah, a very crazy opening, I would say, to this special. And everybody at the house and at the park is having a good time, getting ready for Christmas. And yeah, we see that girl that, on the weekends at Benson's, right? When Benson was knocked out, and Rigby and Mordecai helped him, and talking about Benson's sweater, and saying that he likes to lay low on Christmas, and talking about how ugly the sweater is. And yeah, Pop's just taking candy canes and putting them in his wallet. And yeah, Rigby and Mordecai doing this thing for Margaret. And yeah, we see the boss, or Pop's dad, having to go to other parties and saying that it was a good party but lose the ugly sweater. And yeah, Benson saying that there's no soda left, telling Thomas if he can go and get some more, but of course he's stuck, which, yeah, Rigby and Mordecai said that they can go and do it. And yeah, they see something falling from the sky and lands in Pops's garage. Or not Pops's, Skip's garage. And yeah, we see Santa laying on the ground, and yeah, saying that he is the real thing. He is the real Santa. He just got shot and falling loads of feet in the air. And of course they're having to tell him to prove it, which he writes about how they've been wanting these things for Christmas. That would be breaking the rules, which we didn't see this backstory with this elf, which is trying to go after this present that we see. He was doing these different experiments with this present, that whatever you would desire. And even in this chamber, and it ended up being too evil, too bad, that it would be locked away. And even they having to destroy all of the research and stuff as well. And we can see that, yeah, he's back and plotting his revenge. And yeah, wondering where the present is, but then they find it. And yeah, they have to destroy the present. And yeah, they try to help Santa up, but he's saying to destroy the present first. But yeah, they try to get the others to come and say, but when they come, he's not there. And then they open the presents, and yeah, they start all fighting each other, and then yeah, they realize that this is the real thing, and they are trying to figure out what to do to save Christmas. And yeah, Muscle Man uses this hammer, which of course knocks him back, and Skips is saying that the only way, apparently, to destroy the present is to destroy it in a volcano. And yeah, it's at past this park that they're at. And then, of course, Rigby has to go to the snowman and set off this alarm, which, yeah, they all get captured. And, yeah, the elf and his guys saying that Santa, or the present, was here. And, yeah, they get tied up. And, of course, we see that guy that they were doing the whole war with on the park, and thinking that this is some kind of prank. But yeah, they opening the present, and they see Mordecai tells them that, say, this is the real deal, and telling them to help them. Which, yeah, the elf is out at the park baiting everybody and seeing this photograph when the guy was younger, and yeah, they're all trying to beg him to help. And yeah, see this guy saying that he was getting eggnog, and some elf was trying to come in and get the present, which they use these jet skis, and saying that they'll hold the elf and his gang off, and tell them to watch out for booby traps, which they go in and think it's a dead end, but no, they go down the slide and end up falling and see this dead person with this booby trap, which, yeah, Benson almost gets stabbed, and we see some of this writing, which, yeah, Mordecai uses the dead man's fate, but then Muscle Man does these cool moves, which he manages for them to escape, go down another slide, and yeah, the elf manages to locate them, and the guy is like, you'll never be able to get to him in time. And then we see this pool ball, or this old game thing, which Benson is being able to do, and yeah, they manage to make it to them. The elf and his men running into places, bridges collapsing, and Benson barely makes it. manages to make it. And then we find the final trial, which is to fight a bear. And we see a bear, and Pops is actually going to go and fight it. And we see Pops just going to be fighting a bear, and then fighting and getting thrown down, and manages to pin the bear. And they managed to congratulate Pops, and see this utter slide that they go into. And then they make it to the lava, or the volcano. And then, the elf guy manages to appear, which, says that he took the stairs. And, Benson saying that he's got a gun, better give it to him. And, he's about to get the present until something is holding him back, and we actually see Santa Claus. And saying that he wore a bulletproof vest, and showing of how his skin is very, very well, and manages to get the gun, and throws a bomb, gets rid of the gun, and throws a grenade, and is about to destroy Christmas forever, showing all these different things, and just with one press of a button. And Rigby knocks the guy and himself into the volcano, which there's amazing music, the dun kind of music, that you hear around Christmas. This starts playing while they're fighting, and starts trying to change the thing to the ice cream, and then to the button to destroy Christmas, and using the hoverboards, and managing to get the guy to melt into lava, the elf, and managing to save Christmas. And Santa saying that he can't believe that Rigby and Mordecai were the ones to save Christmas, and thanks them. And Benson tells Mordecai and Rigby that they're going to have to clean up, but since it's Christmas, he will help them. And sees a gift from Santa, and is saying even sometimes you have to break the rules. And say that they immediately disappear, of what it seems, when Benson gets back. But no, it's the invisible stuff that Rigby and Mordecai asked for since they were little. But a really good special, and really good episodes on these as well. Season 4 has definitely been really good, I would just say. So far, I would say. I'd like to know what you think.